And keep in mind, it is easily returned all the way until January of 2016, at the end of January even. On we go for more Christmas innovations from improvements. Tim Wilkins is here with another great idea.
This is my favorite idea in generations.
It's the TreeNanny.
This solves every problem we have during the Christmas with our real trees. Of course, we have a fake tree here today because they're not out yet, but check this out. The biggest problem we have during the holidays is a dry tree. I just pulled this out of the water. When your tree is dry, these sensors are gonna tell you that it needs water.
Okay.
Okay? Now I'm gonna dry it off.
Here we go. Okay, so the problem is your tree needs to be watered, right? We don't know when. It's clumsy, it's awkward.
And now when you put water in your tree stand.
Yeah, just like that. That's incredible.
Is that too cool? All right, so let's leave that there. Now, here's the other problem. We don't know when it's dry, and the even bigger problem is, how do we water it?
Absolutely, especially if there are presents under it.
Especially if there are presents under it. No more crawling under, no more spilling all over the presents, the water, the floor, the whole thing. This is a full watering and tree maintenance system. Check this out, Siobhan.
Do you want to make a stand on this side?
I do want to stand on this side. Thank you so much. And I'm going to need that water. So check this out.
You're getting your funnel, you're getting your the hose part. Check this out.
That attaches on one of the branches. This will go down into your tree stand.
Stays up the whole time.
This stays up the whole time.
It just gets nestled into those branches.
Look how easy it is. Now, when that's full, after a minute, that's gonna chime. Of course, we've got one disconnected down there.
Okay.
And when that's full, that's when you'll get that chime that will go off. Let you know.
Okay, so the chime goes off when there's water in it and you're full.
Yes. When it doesn't have water in it, it has a sync, by the way. This is another great thing. It has something that will sync in a sensor to your Christmas lights so that it won't go off at 2 in the morning when your lights are off to tell you that you're out of water. It'll wait until you turn the lights back on until it's daytime. And now, when it is, let's put the batteries back in so you can hear this. When it's...
So, I'm sorry, how do I know that the...
When it's low on water?
Yeah.
It will play Jingle Bells.
And when it's full, it will play?
When it's full, when you filled it with water, it will chime. Oh, we're gonna let it play Jingle Bells.
We're gonna let it play that
It wants to play its song.
Yeah, of course it does.
So when it's low on water, Jingle Bells.
Okay.
When you put water in it, like I have down in this glass down here,
here we go.
That's your full tree stand right there. Is that too cool?
Yeah.
How many problems this is solving? Okay, now here's the full system.
It looks like you're gonna be doing some moonshine. You're not.
No.
Okay, this is the
strap, the hose. It comes with a 3-foot hose, and I've had people ask me already, what if I get a bigger tree?
Okay, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't. Just put your funnel and your hose lower.
Sure.
So that it will, if it's a big tree, you put that on one of the lower branches, but still more accessible than climbing underneath it. You're not spilling into the tree stand.
No belly crawl.
No belly crawl, and no going down there and putting your hand in that dirty tree water to see how low it is, because now you've got the sensors to tell you that it's low. Now, of course, it comes with all this, and it comes with the sensor that once we get this unplugged, when this is out of water, again.
Okay, this is it.
This is it. I've had to rig this, but it will. Now, when it's dry, it starts playing Jingle Bells.
Right.
It's that simple. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come over to my tree.
Okay.
I'm gonna.
This is it.
I'm gonna take my ingenious funnel and hose system out without spilling underneath, without crawling on my hands and knees, knocking off ornaments, getting dry pine needles all over because my tree is healthier longer. I'm gonna let that fill up, and when it's full, I'm just gonna hang that back on a branch, and then
Did you see that?
Shortly after, I'm gonna get the chime to tell me that it's full of water.
Welcome.
Welcome to the 21st century, tree.
Welcome. That's
Isn't that
exactly
awesome?
Right. Okay, for 1995, you now have the problem solved of, is my tree dry? You know, we spend a lot of money on live trees, let's face it, and we want it to last certainly past New Year's, at least to New Year's. Here is the way, especially if you like to put your Christmas tree up day after Thanksgiving, here's the way to make sure that you're maintaining that tree. You know, and if you like to put a little bit of those, you know, crystals, the little preservative in with the water, no problem. Just, you know, mix it up in your brew and pour it in. So it's really going to take care of a lot of those issues. It's like walking by the tree. We think, does it need water? And then we just keep going sometimes, right? And then we're like touching the branches. We're hoping that those little hemlock things don't fall off.
And they're going all over and they're making a mess.
And you're like, oh, is it because it's dry or is it because the, you know, heater's blasting on it?
Hard to know. Now you
know.
Because of this very ingenious full watering system, this whole sensor, the sensor, the hose, and the funnel. Now,
sensor, hose, and
again,
funnel.
when this comes out, when you're out of water, that's how simple it is. The problem of knowing whether it's out of water, solved. Let's dry this off a little bit.
Brand new.
Is solved. Because as soon as that's, oh, I gotta take the batteries out and start it over again. Normally you won't have to do this, folks, because this is just because it's, okay.
That's a great gift, too.
That is a great gift.
Great gift for Thanksgiving.
So now, instead of climbing underneath the tree, now you're alerted to the fact that it's dry. Instead of climbing underneath it, you're gonna come over here. You're gonna take your funnel out to where you can get at it. No more crawling under the tree. No more dealing with all that. You're gonna put in enough water or whatever brew you have to keep your tree full of life and excitement.
That's good.
More beautiful, longer. And now,
just nestles in there.
Just like if this was down inside your tree stand, you're gonna hear the chime.
You leave it there the whole time.
To tell you that it's got enough water in it. I wish I thought of this.
I do too. And we would be in Hawaii right now broadcasting via satellite.
In Jingle Bell hats.
And bikinis.
Very happy Jingle Bell hats.
No. Okay, here it is, free shipping and handling. That means that you don't even have to spend that $75 to get free shipping and handling, but if you do spend $75 today, you'll have free shipping and handling on all of that and all the other things you buy from HSN. Today is the day where you solve a dilemma that, you're probably living with before. You didn't love it. It's kind of, well, you just got used to it. You don't have to be used to it anymore. No more guessing. No more, gosh, I just spent $150 on that live tree. We put it on top of the car. I held it as I was driving through the neighborhood thinking that it wouldn't fall off like mattresses. And then it finally made it here. We had the whole family come over, put it up, honey-do list, stressful. You don't want that. You don't want it to dry out. No way, no way. It won't be drying out.
But the two biggest problems is knowing when it needs water, and then how do we get water to the tree? Getting underneath there with the pitcher, the carafe, whatever we figured out is the right shape to get up and over the edge of that tree stand, and then knowing if we've even put enough in from there, and now we have all those problems solved. All right, I'm gonna walk you through the entire process.
Here you go.
So this is what you're gonna get. You're gonna get the TreeNanny funnel and hose, and that's gonna hook up together like that. And then that's gonna thread down through your tree, whatever spot is most convenient, depending on the size of your tree, into your tree stand.
Right.
So that's gonna be the way you're gonna water this. Any tree stand.
Any tree stand. Doesn't need to be special.
You're gonna take your sensor system and put that down in any standard tree stand as well.
Just like that.
Just like that. This is our mock tree stand today. And then that's gonna play jingle bells when you're out of water. When it's got enough water, it's gonna play that chime sound.
It's like a welcome chime.
It's like a welcome chime.
It's like the chime you would play at the beginning of a party.
Yes.
So that's how you know.
A lot of people's doorbells.
Yes. Exactly. Well, company's coming.
Company's coming. And this is what's gonna help you know when you're out of water and help you get that water in even easier to keep your tree fresher longer. Keep those pine needles from falling off. Knock down that mess. This is the biggest problem of Christmas. We have to time out when we get our tree. Kids, we can't get it yet because the tree won't last. Now you're helping that process. Now you're keeping that thing more beautiful, your tree more beautiful as your guests come over, as the kids come and look at wait for those presents. Is that a new present for me under the tree? Is that, they mess with it, they scope it, they touch the tree, and now you don't have a mess of pine needles every day because they're coming in and moving their favorite ornaments.
Exactly, and less vacuuming. You know, the little watering cans that we have typically to fill our tree stand, they're like this. They're like a normal cup, and then they have that really long spout. It's very hard to control those. And that's like if you really have it together, you have one of those. Seriously, you don't have to have it together. We're keeping you together. It's improvements, and those flex payments go away tonight at midnight. So grab it. If you're not happy with it, we're not happy. So you can experiment with it and see how it works for you. But then also, I do like it as a thanks for having me over for Thanksgiving, Tim gift.
Oh, that's a lovely idea. Here, you're about to get your tree. I know you are. Here's the way to keep it fresher longer.
Yep.
And these sensors that will fit down inside your tree stand to let you know that you're running out of water, that you're out of water, and then of course it just chimed to tell you that it's got enough as well. This is so brilliant all the way around. And then how easy is this? You know, by themselves, oh, it's got enough water in the cup now. How easy is this though, Siobhan, if you only got it for the funnel and hose system?
Yeah.
Just to be able to water your tree easier, to not have to crawl under there.
That's
listen
fantastic.
To that. That is just great.
Yeah, okay, I know we're wrapping this up, but I usually put that material that you put in fresh flowers to keep the flowers fresher longer. You totally do that still. right? You can just put a little brew in there if you wanted to.
Absolutely. Some people use soda. Some people, there's sugars and
Whatever
things
your
they use.
home recipe is to keep that tree looking better, this is for you. Or if you're like, I water it once and that's it, this is also for you, so you really can maintain it. Okay, we've got more from Improvement.